welcome back, everyone, to the Anglers List event number 2 on this glorious Labor Day weekend. We'll let some people funnel in here before we get rolling on everything. All right. So, as people start rolling in here, it seems like this round was a little bit slow compared to I guess last round was slow as well, but the rounds before we had a little bit more action, but some points were added to the board. Not as many as you'd like to see, but there were some points added and there were some steals. So we're going to get into that, get some check-in videos done, check out the leaderboard, and we'll let everybody enjoy the rest of their day. So before we get started, check off a few boxes here and thank our sponsors. First, we'll start with the one and only 903 Bait Company out of Bullard, Texas. You can find some of these hand-poured baits. I think that's what you call it, hand-poured, hand-molded, whatever. He has a Facebook page at 903 Bait Company. You can hit him up there and place some orders. Get you some of those baits. They do work. I know the guys in the Anglers List have been using the 903 baits, and nothing but good things coming from those guys. So get you some of those. Next up, I'd like to thank Hogsback Custom Rods. They will be building a custom rod for the champions of this glorious event, our overall champions. The combined totals from event 1 and 2, the winner will receive a Hogsback custom rod of their choice. So thank you for that. I personally have some Hogsback rods in my arsenal. This is a 26-inch PPX. It's their noodle panfish series for ice fishing. I got a couple of those. Busted one. Stay there. And then this is my 28-inch Flex. Again, it's just kind of a little stiffer, a little faster action. Walleye rod, I use it a lot for walleye fishing. Be good for perch, what have you. So those are my ice fishing rods. If you are interested in getting yourself a custom ice fishing rod, go over to hogsbackcustomrods.com. It's ice fishing season is right around the corner, so you're going to want to get an order in before it's too late and you're pushed to the bottom of the list. Jake gets busy, so hit him up early. Thank you, Hogsback Custom Rods. And last but not least, we will thank Minnesota Made for allowing us to hijack their YouTube channel and getting this out to their audience as well. Appreciate that. Okay, so we got some people in. Fire off in the comments if you have any questions, want to see anything, and I will get started here with our check-in videos. Like I said, was a slow round, so this may not take too long. So we've got Team Tenny Pounder checking in first.
Hey guys, Team Tenny Pounder here out on the lake. This last session we did catch fish, but we didn't get any points. Just caught basically all the species we already had on the same size. And we caught a crappie, but switching it up and basically getting the same species. Tried for carp. The old bull ball just got me more bullheads, so kind of plan for this afternoon, I guess, is get on the water as much as we can, and yeah, I don't know, panfish or northerns, that's pretty much all we got left for this lake, so anything else?
No, you pretty much covered it.
Alright, good luck everyone.
Ouch. I don't know if that was just me or if you guys caught that as well, but in my headphones, I about blew my eardrums out. There's some nasty wind going on there, but it sounded like, and from what I can tell, it was a slow round for Tenny Pounder. They did submit one fish on the board. It did not point for them, but they did get back on the board that round. So keep it up, Tenny Pounder. Good on you for just sticking with it. Considering. So next up, we will hear from the Googans.
Guggen's here for the last afternoon check-in. It's a beautiful day to be out fishing. That's about all we got to say about that. We've got on a lot of fish, just not the size. Numbers out there pretty good, and striking out on some species we're targeting, which is a bummer. So yeah, starting to run out of excuses. Hopefully we can pull something out here this final period. Nonetheless, we're having a good time out here, and good day to be on the water. So I hope everyone's having fun and having maybe a little more success than we are for the sake of the viewers out there. And we got a fish on, and it's not big enough. All right, well, Guggen's out. Best of luck to everybody.
Hey, all things considered, I do appreciate the fish catch on the check-in video. That's nice to see. So tough going for the Guggens. Hopefully things can turn around from them, but the things are starting to slip away quickly. So next up, we've got Team Hogsback checking in.
What's up, guys? Team Hogsback here with our 1 p.m. check-in. We had a plan together for the morning, and the plan went pretty much as planned. We were successful with what we were targeting. We were able to add 2 trout species. We were able to beat one and add our own trout species to the list today. Yeah, we're starting to feel the grind now, but we're gonna push through. We got one more section of the tournament left here this afternoon. We're kind of got a plan together. Might change a little bit here and there based on the 1 p.m. submittals, but yeah, we got a game plan to kind of ride it out until 9 p.m. and try to steal some points here. And yeah, you got anything to add, Lewis?
Just gonna fish to the last minute.
Yep.
Every second counts.
Yep, Team Hogsback, we're gonna grind to the end. But yeah, looking forward to hearing what you guys submitted and what points went where, as we suspect some points will be stolen here throughout the board. So yeah, good luck, guys, and we'll see you at the final check-in.
So they had a plan and they executed, it sounds like. So we'll get a look at how that played out on the leaderboard here just shortly. But this is going to get interesting, like they had said. It's going to be down to stealing points, honestly. I don't know that adding points is going to do a whole lot of good unless you can really get into a lot of different fish. But we'll look at that here in a little bit. Let's hear from Team Goodwill.
Hey guys, this is Team Goodwill checking in.
We've turned in a few fish, but only one of them has been bigger than other fish that have been turned in. So all we really have to report is a moon eye.
Oh yeah, it's fun. What was it? What did we turn at, 13-inch?
I think it was 14.
14. Oh, we upgraded. We caught a few of them today. We started with a 13 and then moved up to a 14. So
yeah, we're about to go grab a bite to eat and then get back after it.
Yep.
Seeming a bit dejected, Team Goodwill did add a species to the board on a point to their total. So that is good for those guys, but definitely need to put the pedal to the metal here. All right. Next up, we're going to hear from Mud Puddle.
Team Mud Puddle checking in here. We had a interesting period. Kind of struck out at the beginning, but again, we just kind of threw together a random plan on this lake and got to add a couple fish. We caught a few other ones that didn't make the cut. A couple species. We got a couple that we could turn in, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, we were able to hook into pike and got an upgrade on the perch. So
that's it.
Yeah, let's see what happens with them. Hopefully they hold.
Comes down to the final round.
Yep. Let's do it.
Look.
Good work, Mud Puddle. They did put an upgrade and another species on the board. So we'll get to our next team. That will be our final team, the Bass Holes, checking in.
Hey guys, Team Basshole's checking in here. This afternoon's period. It started out real well. Went perfectly to plan. Got a species that I didn't think we'd get to upgrade just with the lake that we were on. Or at least knock somebody out. Not real strong, but we did catch a walleye right away. We had our chances at 4 others and lost them both, or lost them all. Really feeling it now. I'm sure everyone else is. Hoping just to put something together here and maybe knock some people down. I think we can do that, but great day to be on the water. Fishing's tough. Just enjoy the time out there. Team Bass Holes out.
Rough go for the Bass Holes. They did get a point added to the board. I think we talked about that in the last. No, we did not. So that was from this last round as well. So, yeah, the Bass Holes did add a point to their score. So, with all our check-ins done, we can get to that scoreboard that I keep blabbering about. So let's get to it right here. All right. Try to give you a best view possible and capture everything. So we will just go from the top down. Team Goodwill, they put that moon eye on the board. They actually caught 2, as I mentioned, upgraded from a 13.25 to 14 incher. So Goodwill sitting with 3 points, kept that smallmouth and rock bass point. Hogsback, this is where some stealing and added points came into play. The brown trout, I believe, was the added point, and the rainbow trout was the stolen point, which they got from the Googans. So we'll take a look at. Let's get a look at this moon eye quick. There was a little bit of a debacle from event number 1 on a moon eye and gold eye identification. I think we've all got that figured out. This is a moon eye. We're talking fins here. They're pretty well lateral. If it's behind, that is what indicates that it's a gold eye. We've kind of agreed on that. So that is a moon eye. Sits right at 14 inches. And there is Cody holding that beautiful fish. And back to the Team Hogsback. They added the brown trout. So let's get a look at that beauty. I love brown trout. They are gorgeous fish. And those spots, when they get the purples and the blues and reds in there, that is just, you can get some pretty cool pictures of those things. So there it is on the bump board. Tail is just shy of a quarter, so we go with the half. So 10.5 inch brown trout. They also stole the rainbow trout with a 13.75 inch rainbow. Take a look at that here on the bump board. Big fat fish, unless it's just kind of the perspective of the photo, but there you have it, 13.75. And there's Lewis with the nice hold, dark colors on that one. That's a cool looking rainbow. Sweet fish. I love trout. So they are sitting at 7 points total. No changes to the rest of their board. 7 points total, 195.75 inches. Sitting in a solid lead right now in event number 2. We'll get a look at the overall here shortly. Team Mud Puddle sitting at 6 points with 1 added point there with the Northern Pike, and they upgraded their perch. So let's get a look at those added points. There is the perch. On the bump board with our letter. 9.25. And their Northern Pike, they got a 21.25 inch Northern. There it is. Just over, we round down. Nice looking fish. I think that's a stealable point in this round. I mean, 10 pounder's been after him for a while. Another fish with some cool colors. I don't know about those black spots, but purples and blues, greens. That's a really nice looking fish. But yeah, like I said, that point can be stolen. We got other teams that we know are targeting that. So nothing changed with the rest of this side of the board. 10 pounder. They did submit a fish. It was too short. It was a crappie, but he did get some points back on his board. A little motivation for him. He is at 2 points, 30 inches overall. The bass holes. This is that walleye we talked about. They added a 19.5-inch walleye, which was a steal, by the way, from Team Hogsback. So that's where the point that I was thinking of. I was thinking they were at 8, but that's where the bass holes took the walleye. So we can get a look at that fish. And it's not going to let me. So the file that he sends over is, for some reason, I got to convert it. I can't do that right now. But it works on my phone. I have seen the fish. So anyways, so they've got 2 points, 34.5 inches. And the Googans now getting just kind of taken over. They did get a brook trout. I want to say the brook trout was let's take a look at this fish, because I thought that they had the brook trout to begin with. Yes, they had that fish in the first round. So they were not able to make up any points this round. 24 inches overall with 2 points. Losing ground fast for the Googans. So event number 2 shakes out so far with Team Hogback in first place with 7 points, Mud Puddle in second with 6 points, and then Goodwill in third with 3 points, and then a bunch of 2s across the bottom here. We have team, let's see, the Bass Holes taking over fourth place with 34.5 inches is that tiebreaker. 10 pounder in fifth, and the Googans in sixth with 24 inches. So that's event 2, where we stand going into this final round. I got a feeling, I said this before, but I got a feeling that there's going to be some big time movement. I don't want to talk strategy too much with the guys probably watching, but I don't really care. It's got to be stealing. They've got to steal points between Mud Puddle and Hogsback. Other teams need to be stealing from those guys as well to even out this board. Adding species could help, but I think stealing points is going to be the better move at this point, being that it is that last round. But we'll see how that works out here going into our last check-in. Here we're looking at our overall scoreboard for both events. So our cumulative totals, we'll run down the list really quickly. Team Goodwill with 7 points, Hogsback with 11, Mud Puddle with 12, 10 pounder with 6, the Bass Holes with 6, and the Googans with 8. So it still overall has a good chance for anybody. But like I said, this needs to happen via steal. I think you need to knock down Hogsback and Mud Puddle, get those points away from those guys and disperse them across the board. Maybe 1 or 2 added for some extra help. But we are looking at a pretty close race again coming into the final check-in. So overall, Team Mud Puddle sitting in first place right now with 12 points. Hogsback in second with 11. Then we have the Googans in third with 8 points. Team Goodwill with 7 points in fourth place. Fifth place goes to the Bass Holes with 6 points and 137 3/4 inches. And with a tie, 6 points for 10 pounder and 98 1/4 inches overall. So a lot of chance for steals, a lot of chance for changes to the scoreboard. We're up to 50 scored points overall in this series. So let's get that number up. I want to see some new species, but I also want to see these points get spread out. So we will see how this shakes out. Sorry, going through There's the submission list. All right, so that's our scoreboards. Haven't seen any comments coming in, so I think we can just about wrap it up here. If anybody has any comments, questions, you want to see some more pictures or anything like that, let me know here. I am going to touch my final pieces for this check-in. Before I get to that, I want to remind everybody we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook on the Anglers List on their page, YouTube on Minnesota Made Outdoors YouTube channel. Please share the live stream, get that out there, especially this last one. This last one, we'll be checking in at 9:30 because we're going to give them the full 40 hours so they can fish till 9 o'clock. I have date stamps on the submission, so I know if they submit beyond that 9 o'clock period. So again, check-in will be at 9:30. It may go a little longer if guys want to call in like last time, but we will see how that shakes out. And I'm just looking forward to seeing the fishing and some action in this last round. But my last little bit here, as usual, Minnesota Made is hosting a golf tournament at the end of the month, September 25th, Majestic Oaks Golf Club. That will be a $400 per foursome. That's $100 per guy. Includes golf cart, range balls, and a burger basket. You can get in touch with Jake Kuchenmeister at that email there and get signed up to join this tournament. If you are looking to sponsor or get involved, we have hole sponsorship open at $100 a hole. So if you'd like to get a sign out there with your business on it, you can do that. Get in touch with Jake. And if you're interested in getting involved in any other way, just get in touch with someone from Minnesota Made, call myself, email me, message me, whatever, or reach out to Jake at that email address. We will get you taken care of. So that is the golf tournament. And last but not least, if you want to help future anglers of Minnesota, there it is. Better look at it. If you want to help future anglers in Minnesota get started and fundraise right now, you can go over to the Minnesota Made Outdoors apparel page. All of our apparel on that page will be donating all the profits from that apparel to future anglers of Minnesota for startup costs and getting this organization off the ground. So head on over there, get a hoodie, get a t-shirt, a hat, something, and show some support. If you do go get some stuff, post it on social media and tag us. We'll give you a shout out. We appreciate that very, very much. So that's all I've got for this period. Let's hope for some good fishing and tight lines in this last period. And again, tune in at 9:30. We're going to give them the full 40 hours. So they're fishing till 9. We will go live at 9:30 for all the updates on scoreboards, pictures, all that fun stuff. So we will see you guys at 9:30 here live on Facebook and YouTube. See you later.